subscribe to my channel and press bell icon for latest updates.
Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class we'll try to solve examples on minimization using two variable K-maps. So the function which is having two variables, those functions we will try to reduce by using K-map. So the discussion about the basics, the terminology, the way in which Boolean expressions can be reduced by using the K-maps has already been discussed in our previous videos. Please watch those videos and come back here, because without understanding the concepts, the theoretical concepts which are related to the minimization of a Boolean expression by using the K-maps, you may not be able to understand how we have solved these examples. So based upon the steps that we have discussed in those videos, we are going to solve these problems. If you haven't watched those videos, please watch those videos and come back here. And every video in our channel is going to be a part of entire course or a playlist. Our suggestion is to follow the entire course so that you can have better understanding of the concepts. And the link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Now coming to this class, let's start with our first example. This example is a two variable function, and these are the min terms of the function. So how a two variable function will be, two variable K-map will be, this is a two variable K-map and the variables are A, B, the values that can be given to the variables. So every K-map, it may be a two variable K-map or three variable K-map, it is going to have 2 power n number of cells. What does that mean is, n stands for number of variables. So if you have two variables, we will have 2 power 2 number of cells, which is equal to 4 cells, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in order to have better understanding, so let's be specific for this video. We will explain it very specifically. So this is A complement, B complement, and this is A complement B. This cell is for A complement B, and this is A B complement, and this is AB. Okay, so now what are the functions that are given? It is what are the min terms that are there in the function? It is 0, 1, 3. So if you expand this in the sum of the products, this symbol is for sum of the products. So if you expand this into sum of the products expression, how it will be? It is equal to A complement B complement plus 1 is for A complement B and 3 is for AB. So this is the expression. This expression has to be minimized by using this K-map, two variable K-map. So what is the first step? First we have to represent all the min terms in the function with 1 in the K-map. So it has to be, all the min terms in the function has to be represented on the K-map. How that representation is done is, so this is the min term, this min term has to be filled with 1, and this is the next min term, it is 1, which is A complement B has to be filled with 1, and this is AB which has to be filled with 1. What is the next step? We have to identify the subcubes. What is meant by a subcube? A collection of 2 power m cells where each cell is adjacent to m cells. So the discussions has been already clearly made. Because this is the first video, we are trying to explain it a bit. So what is meant by subcube? We have to identify the subcubes. What is meant by a subcube is, it is the collection of 2 power m cells. So the collection of the cells should always be in the powers of 2. So we have to collect the cells which are represented with 1s in such a way that the number of cells in the collection should be in the powers of 2. So for example, if you consider these two cells as a combination, and the next point is, each cell should be adjacent to m cells. So this is one combination. We can consider this as one combination because it is powers of 2. How many cells we have considered? 2 cells. So 2 cells can be expressed as 2 power 1. two cells can be expressed as 2 power 1 and the value m is equal to 1. And the next point that we have discussed is each cell should be adjacent to m cells. Here the value of m is 1. So if you consider this cell is adjacent to this cell, one cell, and if you consider this cell is adjacent to one cell. So all the properties of the subcube is satisfying. So the collection of these two cells is a subcube. And still any more subcubes are possible? Can we consider only this one single cell as a subcube? Yes, we can consider, because it is 2 power 0 is equal to 1. So if you want to consider one cell, it is 2 power 0, it can be expressed in the powers of 2, so it can be considered. But one more point is there in the subcube. What it is? We have to consider the maximum subcube possible. So if you are trying to consider a term, it has to be considered with the maximum possibility. So this is not the maximum possibility. The maximum possibility happens if you consider this cell also. So this becomes another subcube. Are you able to get this point? So the third point is consider each and every subcube. And consider the variables with the same values and eliminate the variables with different values. For each and every subcube, consider the variables with the same values and remove the variables with the different values. So what does that mean is, first consider this subcube. If you consider this subcube which is having these two terms, so what we have to consider is, we have to consider the variables with same values. For example, if you take this variable, a is same for both the value of a is same for this entire subcube. So the discussion has been clearly made in our previous video. So if you are not able to understand this point, there we have expanded the expression and we have explained. Please watch that video. So for this subcube will be reduced to a complement, and then we have to consider all the subcubes. So if you consider this subcube, what is the variable which is same? The variable which is same is b, but the value of a is changing. So we have to consider the variables which have the same value, and we have to remove the variables which have different values. So we have to remove the variable a and we have to consider b. So the final reduced equation of this given function is a complement b. Okay, so this is the final reduced equation. Now considering this example, so hope you got the points that we have discussed. So we'll go a little bit faster with this example. It is a, b and 0, 1, 0, 1. The first step is represent all the minterms in the on the K-map. So it is 1, and next one is 2. 2 means 1, 0. Sorry, this is, and 3 means 1, 1, which is this. Now what this is, we have to identify the subcubes with maximum size. This is the subcube with maximum size possible, and if you consider these two, this is another subcube. And our third point is consider each and every subcube. For each and every subcube, we have to consider the variables with same values, and we have to remove the variables with different values. So for example, if you take this subcube, the variables with the same value is a for this subcube, and if you consider this subcube, for this subcube the variable with the same value is b. Okay, so the reduced equation for this is a plus b. So there is a logic within this. So a K-map can also be another form of truth table. but the K-map, the only difference between truth table and the K-map is the K-map can also be used as a truth table, but the only difference is K-map can be used for minimization. How can we say that? So if you consider all these min terms, so what is this? It is a complement b plus a b complement plus a b. So what is this function? This function is R function. So the value is true at 1, 2 and 3. So which means that this is an OR function, and if you reduce this function, we have come with A or B, which is same as that of OR gate. Okay, so this is how we can reduce the given Boolean expressions into a minimized expressions, and these are the examples on which we have minimized a two variable function. Hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding these concepts, please post your doubts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.